Do you feel you're growing? Do you feel that you are evolving in life? Are you doing something to improve yourself and have that feeling that you are growing? Something that helps you also to get where you want? Are you growing? Personal growth is an option, is a choice you make. We have been talking about several points in our personal growth, in our personal development, in our human development, and today we are going to talk about growth, how you can improve yourself and get the results you want for yourself in life. Okay, my name is Alessandra Donaldson. I am a founding CEO of Alessandra Donaldson Institute of Human Development Leadership for Business and Individual. I am here to help you use your inner potential to master life and business, to do, have, and become anything you dream about. Okay, so we have our YouTube channel. Follow us in our YouTube channel, subscribe, leave your comment here for this video, and participate. Let's grow our community and together grow ourselves and achieve the results you want for ourselves in life. Okay, so do you feel you're growing? Do you feel like your life is changing, evolving? I put a post about growth the other day, and this post has exactly the points about growth. Growth is an option, is an intentional work you do in yourself to achieve the results you want for the points you want in life. For example, financial life, you want to get more money, you get comfortable in life, you want to achieve other things, or have your house, your car, or study, pay university for you, for your kids. So you want to evolve, you want growth financially, and for that, a plan from A to B, everything, intentional plan. If you are in financial problem right now, how you do that? You start creating a plan to save money, to pay your debt, and bring more income. Okay, you can bring more income doing something online. You can bring more income creating something to sell parallel. You can sell something like in Amazon. You can sell things in everywhere. You can do things to improve, create more income, help someone, sell cakes for anything you want to do. It doesn't matter. You bring more income for you. Okay, so this is one of the areas. For example, you want to growth, you want to evolve, and there is another one that is the one we are really here working on, is yourself, your self-confidence with you, how you grow that part of you in you that you feel comfortable yourself. First of all, you don't go by people's opinions. Okay, so no people opinion. And why? Because when you live by someone else's mind, somewhere else's what they are telling you to do, or you're grow. If you're adult, you already have enough, or even a young adult, you already have enough information for yourself to choose the things you want for you. If you let what the people say dictates what you are going to do, you listen to yourself. When you don't listen to yourself, you suppress yourself and let other people control you. And not just control, they are the ones dictating your life. And what you happen? Yourself, you suppress. You don't hear, you don't listen to you. You don't give a voice to your needs. You don't... Everything you do, you're in doubt. You never take a responsibility to anything. How you can really change? First of all, no people opinion, right? Second, how you can really grow yourself is there is a point where you know inside of you the things you want. The deep little things you want are the things that is going to really bring you the satisfaction in life. That's again, don't listen for what people want. Listen for what you want. And it's the inner voice. Your inner voice is telling you, look, that's what I want. That's what I desire. Why people go in different areas in life? Some people, when they are in the point where they decide what they're going to do in life, when in your high school, you decide what you're going to do in life. And some people go for environmental. Some people decide go for medical school. Some people decide go for writing or literature. because it's the inner voice. It's that thing you identify yourself. Don't suppress, don't hide, don't feel scared to listen to yourself. That's bringing you exactly where you need to be. Your spirit is telling you that's the direction you need to go. Okay, sometimes when you go there in the front, you feel like that's exactly the way I should go. But if you look back, you understand that in some point in your life, you are doing exactly what you're doing now. Happened to me. Some point in my life, I was doing exactly what I'm doing here now. When I was a teenager, I always helped my friends. I was the one always giving advice. I was the one always writing motivational notes for them. I was the one always organizing parties. I was the one always getting them together to do something. So back there, I already doing what I'm doing here. Are you a teacher? Are you a teacher? I said, no, I'm not a teacher. And I was working as a lawyer at that time. No, I'm not a teacher. No. And boom, here I am in the education field. Feels like when I was going to the direction of topping about the career, doing things different. But who listened to my story knows what happened this. So go back in some videos. I can go again and tell you a little bit about in another opportunity. But when I was going that direction, everything feels like a hurry. Everything feels like things were not working. And when I went back, went for a law degree, I work as a lawyer, in some point I said, that's not what I want to be doing the rest of my life. I need to change. When I start changing them, that's when I end up going to the personal growth with myself. And this personal growth brought the person I met to be my partner, moved me to another country, and I am back to that point there. My first college was a business. I am a business major. I have a business degree now. Coaching, helping people, and teaching. Now I work in the area of education and creating my own business also in the area of education. So if you look, going back for that inner voice, if you go in a different direction and you feel there in the front like, I'm not exactly there, I'm not happy, that's not what I'm doing, it's not working, the money is not coming, you are going to realize at that point where you are, you start changing. And when you notice the change takes you in the direction where you were back there. So that's what happened to me. It can happen to you also. So never be afraid to try again. Never be afraid to go ahead and do again. This means growth. This means you're listening to yourself. This means that you'll work on you to find exactly the direction what you are made to do here in this physical life. Okay, this is also growth, going a direction, realize it's not that one, and change. This is growth. Okay, so another thing is, so listen to inner voice, inner voice. Let's make note here, because even for me, is coming new information as I'm giving you my information that I have my notes here. You see, I have my notes here, but I'm also putting new information here. So the other thing is about growth is the intentional work you do on yourself to achieve the results to the dream life you want for you. And how this is done? This is done with small steps. This is done here. That's what I'm putting my notes here to you. Are you evolving in life? Today we will talk about growth, but the growth is really more an inner work you do with yourself. Intentional inner work. Okay? It's a planned inner intentional work. So how you do this growth for yourself in any area, it doesn't matter where you're going. Is small steps leads to big progress. Why? Because when you are start growing and working yourself, you're going to realize that insecure, you feel the pressure, you feel that what you're doing is not, I don't like that, I'm not comfortable doing this. Why? Because you're going to different areas. Small steps leads you to big progress. Why small steps lead you to big progress? Because everything you do is one little thing at a time. When you build a house, you put one brick at a time. You build one thing, a base, and then you keep it growing. Everything is this way. When a tree comes, the tree first do what? Shoots a little part of the plant and start growing and start getting bigger. And that small steps lead you to big growth. It means everything you do accumulates a long time, accumulates as you're going. And this accumulation means that you're going the direction of the vibration you need for you to get the results you want for your life, okay? Other thing is remove the old unnecessary procrastination. Remove the old unnecessary habits. Growth requires from you remove the old habits. May be uncomfortable. You like to do things always the same way. You're gonna probably be required to do things a different way or push yourself a little more. So growth requires you to remove the unnecessary procrastination, remove the unnecessary habits to get what you want. Remember, it's an intentional work you do on yourself. That's what means growth. Other thing, believe in your potential to change. Growth is about changing. If you are not growing, you're always the same, or you are going up or you're going down. And if you're not growing, or you're stagnated where you are, or you're decreasing, you're not improving, you're getting behind in relation to your peers, in relation to the society, in relation to what you need to do in your life. If you don't improve, new tools come, new ways to do things come. And if you don't improve, you're getting behind. So it means you're not growing, you are decreasing. Okay? Or you're doing the same, always absorb a little bit and do the same things the same way without change, or you are decreasing. Growth means a potential to change. Don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to get new things in life, to improve yourself towards the new ideas, the innovations, new tools, new things you need to make things together. But don't get crazy on that, because you can lose exactly your essence. You can lose yourself in trying to get everything that is going there. Internet today has too much of this. Né? Oh, AI is helping you to accelerate this. AI, blah, blah, blah. This is the ultimate tool you need to get new clients. This is the ultimate things you need to do $1 million. Use what is going to help you. For example, I use ChatGPT. Why? Because English is my second language. Né? I work with English all the time. I live in an English country. I'm writing a book in English country. I'm studying English. So I need to do essays. What I do, I use ChatGPT to help me correct my grammar, help correct my comprehension of the tests I write. But basically, I'm gonna in the future need they call proofreading. I'm gonna hire someone in the language. But it means what? It means that sometimes you get tools that can help you, but don't get crazy. Don't lose yourself. Keep the basic. Keep who you are. Like this example I gave to you. Okay? I use ChatGPT, but I still trying to improve myself. If I keep depending on ChatGPT to write for me, I'm not improving myself. I'm never gonna get. For me, I need to improve my language. And how I improve my second language is using. If I use too much that tool, I don't improve myself. It's the same thing again for everything. So use tools to improve yourself, but don't be depending on that. Because if you depend on that, you're not improving you. If you're not improving you, your growth don't happen. Other thing is remove judgmental. Wayne Dyer had something in a book. That's what I'm going to share here today about this growth. Né? There is a lot of habits, 7 habits to improve yourself. Or the another book here is very important to also how how to win friends, influence people. This give you a lot of little tips that help you to improve yourself for growth and how you can communicate better with people. But we are going to talk about this another time. Has another book here that is really, really, really important for this part of our growth. But we are going to address this more in discipline. This book here, Eat the Frog. I even shared this in my Instagram as a post. This stopping with the judgment and do things that need for growth. Make a better decisions about time and think about the long term. Remember, a small step leads to big process. It means think about the long term. Little things now for a big term, big improvement in the future. I'm gonna share with you today about Wayne Dyer. This book here, Excuse Begun. Why Excuse Begun? Excuse Begun because if you want growth, you need to be uncomfortable. If you are gonna be uncomfortable for growth, means you need stop with excuse. Excuse is the biggest procrastinator. Excuse is the biggest shutdown for yourself. You don't growth. If you find excuse, you don't growth. Helping with me today this morning when I was talking with my child. I was telling him something and gave me the excuse. But because this. No. Don't find excuse. Excuse is gonna help you continue the way you did. If you want to grow, assume responsibility. He tells here about removing judgment. Judgment. We judge a lot ourselves, judge a lot of people. Oh, I tried something in the past and didn't happen well, so because there, I'm gonna try again. You're making judgments based on experience in the past. It can help you to create a strength to when happen again, the way you should know or the way you don't want, you can work on yourself and become more strong. Don't let excuse control you, keep you accommodated, and don't be making judgments about what can be for the future. You can have idea, but things happen in different way. Why? Because the energy you put on that. Okay? We are spiritus in physical body. As a spiritual beings, we are part of this net or energy, this net of field, with is very well studied if you want to go deep on that in the quantum studies, quantum physics, quantum mathematics is more about the calculus about the quantum physics, but the quantum physics bring you a lot. The quantum information is coming now for the neuroscience. I am improving myself in neuroscience and quantum information, which has to do with the metaphysics of the beings, of the being. We, as a metaphysical being. And when you think about that, if you make judgments about how you're going to be in the future, putting yourself the same energy, what happened something before, if you keep in the same energy, you're attracting the same conditions. If you don't let your excuse and judgments control you, you made a judgment, if you want to do it, you made a judgment about, you use your belief system and not your judgment system. You use your belief system to go to the direction you want, to the future you see yourself. You're creating for you a field in which you are going to create the conditions you want for yourself. Your life is going to change. The problem is we betray ourselves all the time because the condition we growth and the condition we live in society. It's not, people are used too much to say that, our parents, in childhood, you have a lot of traumas. You're adult now. You can change. So this all that comes all the way to where you are, and the society, and the way they control us, the way the media, the government, and the guys who once have you as a slave, using all their policies and all their agendas, all those things create a net in which you are involved. So we betray ourselves because we end up using the same beliefs and the same things we have been using all the way to this point in life. I have a little itchy here. So how you go out of this? Use your belief system to what you want. close the doors of your spiritual being, to don't let anything penetrates in your spiritual energy. Okay, Napoleon Hill, yesterday I was listening something about Napoleon Hill. He was saying, simply shut down everything that has nothing to do with the things you want. You just ignore. You don't recognize. When you don't recognize, you ignore. When you ignore, that thing doesn't make part of you. Don't comes inside your belief system. Don't comes inside your emotional, your feelings. It's not part of you. When it's not part of you, you create a way to don't be in the. But and then you say, but how this happen if everyone is connecting the same net we are talking about? Is because the energy is not part of you. It's like the one that repel and goes somewhere else. You are in the level energy. We can use figuratively. There's the low energy and the higher energy. You change yourself for higher energy. That energy low doesn't touch you anymore. Okay, so. Going back to what I was talking about, we are talking about judgment, we are talking about excusing, we are talking about how you can create for you this net where you tried everything. Don't betray yourself. Just keep it going without. So we are talking about remove judgment. And this remove judgment here, Wayne Dyer said, I have discovered that if I have a greater success with being fully present, be present. I remove judgment from what I'm expecting. If you don't judge, things is gonna come. If you believe, use your belief system, things is gonna happen. Growth has to do with intentional direction you want to go for yourself, for every point in area of your life. Okay? I think we talk a lot today, a lot of information, a lot of things, but that's what it is. Small steps takes a big growth, big progress. Remove unnecessary procrastination, unnecessary old habits. Believe in your potential to change and remove judgmental. Okay? Believe in your potential to change. Remove judgment means believe you can grow and you can create the life and the energy you want for you in your life. I see you the next Chat Tuesday. Thank you for participating. Don't forget to be part of our community. Follow, leave a comment, give us a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next Saturday. I'm really happy to have been here with you today, and we keep it going, growing yourself in the direction you want. Okay? See you the next Saturday. Bye.